Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Supreme Ruler 2020 as Mexico and the Mexico Expands campaign. Sorry about the strange accent that you might have heard, but let's continue our war against the American Union and hope to hold off for as long as we can to build up our military. As we currently only have about 10 land fabrications up and running. The majority are near the capital, but yeah. And of course, we're losing territory every once in a while. Also, for the fact that somehow the fortress here has survived, despite continuous attacks, and we could try to retake these, but that's probably not for a long time if this war continues. Also, I gotta remind myself to see if I could start deploying units somewhere else as fast as I can, and I kind of forgot. Oh wait, there we go. They all are going to deploy possibly... Wait, what? Oh, here it is. Camp Bowie. Main capital is here. That's too far away. El Paso is close by, but not close enough. Flores, all the way on the other side. Fort Hood. What about... Nah, not really. Fort Hood's close, but Camp Bowie would be nice to deploy. Camp Bowie will do for now. Air Force, meanwhile. Where are we deploying them? All the way down here. Let's see, Wichita Falls. Whoops. Wichita, no. This, no. Here, no. Totally down south. San Pedro, San Juan, of course, okay, San Antonio, San Angelo, let's see, and San Antonio, I think I'll go with San Antonio for now. How many planes we're producing? About 9 currently, none in reserve. Let's see, well, Norway's gone. Under Swedish control, finally. With Russia gaining a little bit of territory up here. Let's take a look. Yeah, they gain a little bit of territory, including Finland as well. But Sweden has now annexed Norway. But are they at war with... Yeah, they're at war with Finland as well. So if the Russians were able to conquer one portion of Finland, the rest probably would fall to Sweden. And considering they're not at war, they're not allied with Russia, but probably not very friendly. Belarus, meanwhile, okay, that's quite a lot of fighting going on the border, but they might fall as usual. Poland, no surprise there. What's going on? Kazakhstan, I mean, is still strong. Iran has made some pretty interesting gains. As Armenia hasn't fallen yet. Interesting. Turkey's gained some territory every once in a while. Iran. Surprised they're not at war with Turkmenistan. They're not allied, but an expansion to take the capital and then maybe a bit of a border with, say, Uzbekistan or even Kazakhstan would be interesting, but mess here. Ethiopia, guess they would eventually take over Eritrea. Angola's a mess. So probably check on the rest of the world later, but right now it's gonna deal with fighting. Okay, let's see if I can try and get whatever planes I have to provide whatever aid they could provide over here instead, just in case. Well, not all. It's too late. So, I got a technical... Got another tank that needs to be deployed quickly. An A gun, and a Simba. Wait, what about our Navy? Where are they mostly going to be deployed, if they ever will be deployed anywhere else? Probably nowhere. Well, never mind. The majority are going to be deployed here on the Pacific side. It's nice to have a fleet presence in the Pacific, but currently the Gulf of Mexico is the main problem. Sri Lanka wants military goods. What's our trade? We have somewhat we don't really have that much of a... why not? At any rate, let's see. Too many air units are damaged. The rest of the land forces, I guess they're just deployed them anyway. At the same time, whatever ground forces that are over here have to go up to the front lines. And also deployed to this fortress. Let's see. Technical. Okay, we have a fortress here that's actually holding out. With that, I gotta build up as much as I can. It will once again cost, but it'll have to do. Radar. That's not what I meant to do. Cancel and cancel. Build up. What else do we need? An airfield, aerospace. Oh yeah, the anti-air missile batteries, but we don't have that unlocked yet. So that'll be another time or later. Oh great. Artillery is gonna be here. What does Slovak? Blah blah blah. Might as well. And remove all this. Let's see. We have a lot of technicals. We have Votniks and such. But right now I gotta see to build a few other units that are not gonna take a while. That will take a while to build, but hopefully it'll be enough. But let's see, the Argentino Mediano, or the A-72, or even the Panzer II. Panzer II. Right. Well, we also have an IS-3. Despite its age, it's kinda pretty tough, actually. But what other designs do the Russians have that we might buy, despite our relations? T-80, T-90s, T-72s. Well, if we're gonna build in numbers, not so sure about the T-55, let alone the T-54. What about the T-72? The T-72 M1's a little bit shortened in terms of the amount of days it would take to build one. So I guess we'll buy that. What else? Anti-tank unit, recon, other infantry. Probably another time. Planes, on the other hand, we have fighter bombers mostly. We have no interceptors. Guess the outdated MiG-21s and 23s will do. But we'll go with the old tech, I guess. We'll go with the MiG-23 for now. Ships and missiles, that's for another time. We'll give $300 million, so ask and hopefully hold out as long as we can. That is, if we can actually hold out. Oh boy. Let's see. Do I have any planes over here? Not really. That's a lot of tanks. Alright, we have a lot of garrisons everywhere. Okay, the Excaliburs are really starting to deliver a pretty amount of damage. I have a Votnik that's just sitting here. Everybody's just gonna sit here just to defend. It's probably not a good idea to go. Well, it's probably not a good idea to go to war. I mean, with the American Union. And I'm sure it's gonna be a long time before we ever get the chance for peace, for a peace treaty. Meanwhile, Okay, these ships have yet to land anywhere. I guess they're trying to land at Mariana, but it's not gonna happen yet. Alright, so I better take a look at the rest of the world quickly, though. India. Let's see. What about... Wait, what? Okay, wait. Blah, 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 blah. Fine, you can have it. Another research breakthrough. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Here's China. And of course they're at war with several neighbors. No surprise with certain other nations. But... what the hell happened to Tibet? Or even... no, it's a single nation, but... hey? Okay,
We need reinforcements.
yeah, once again, this, expanded mod has a few flaws. Like I said, like, say, the Falkland Islands and this island are not under the British for some reason. A few other islands are no one's control for some reason. And now I just realized, obviously, Tibet. At least I think it's Tibet. Yeah, it's probably Tibet, but for some odd reason, it's non-existent. Well, I guess that's one flaw the guys who made this mod may need to try and fix, hopefully. But we're just going to deal with it. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Balkans. Croatia? Well, it looks like Bosnia is gonna become a regional power eventually. Hungary's grown in size, with Slovakia and Austria being swallowed up by the Czech Republic as well. Italy and France. Nothing to say about them. Does look like they're a bit of a struggle. And the French are actually losing, having casualties a lot higher casualties, it seems. Though Germany has yet to join the war with France. Huh. Anyway, well, I guess those who are from Sweden will be happy. There's now a new Swedish Empire. Sort of. Okay, that's not looking good. So what happens when I get too distracted? You'll go back over there, I guess over there. Garrisons are just gonna stay there. Well, that's always the case when it comes to the AI. Okay, retake that. Link up with these guys. The small village is surrounded. How's the fortress over here? Does look like they're running out of supplies fast. On occasion, at least. Oh boy. Let's see, Votniks. Garrisons. The fortress is still standing. Bit of a standoff over here with the Bradley making some moves. Another Abrams. There's... okay, we could take that if we could. Why are you going that direction? Oh well. Most of my ships are just doing a little patrol. Better send them back out though. Okay, so we've taken that and just entrench. In the meantime, I've got an A unit. Better deploy it to this oil field. Everybody else is just going to do whatever they want for now. It's still going to take a long time before we have a substantial large army to even try to break through. At least I hope so. And, oh yeah, Camp Valley only has one land fortification, so it's going to take a while. All the way down here, there's Not much. Camp Bowie, Fort Sam Houston, Guatemala. I have another Vodnik standing by. Guess I'll have to keep producing Vodniks here, as long as they're way far away from the conflict. Those that are close by, no point. As for ships, I have a majority of transport ships that are over here. While it would be nice to just send reinforcements to, say, the fortress that's over here, even though the majority of the American Union Navy is a bit strangely absent. At least that's what it seems like. You never know if there's submarines somewhere around here. All these alphas.
We need reinforcements.
Oh dear. Well, I gotta remove all these again. Now I think, what's our approval rating? Actually going up, but our GDP's gone down. The population's gone down as well. It's no surprise there. Oh, great. Okay, use surround. It's gonna stay. These guys are cut off. Back up there. How's the construction going on here? Okay, so you got our radar up, and now we can kind of know what's over here with these guys being bombarded. Well, let's see if I can get some planes over here to start bombing the artillery. If I could. Yeah, just bomb the unit. Military good. Another large amount of military goods needed, huh? No. This time I'm gonna reject. Oh, great. An F-22. Well, this isn't looking good. Several areas are being cut off from the rest of the mainland. Why is there a supply truck here? Start expanding a little bit. Wow, that's quite fast. How's our research doing? We got several MiGs. We got a MiG design. We got a carrier. We don't need a carrier right now. Attack helicopter. We don't even have the attack helicopter design unlocked anyway, so no point. Warfare, on the other hand. Ballistic. No. Gyro synchronized. Guess we'll add that. Military body armor. Hopefully that will be useful. I think that's about it. And whoa, pause. I said pause. Let's see what the Ghana would want to offer. Well, at least this time the military goods isn't that much, so I'll accept. And what does Sweden want? A large amount of industrial goods. How's our industrial goods capacity? We have a lot in stock, so I'll accept. And continue for a couple more minutes, I guess. Remove, and once again it's on the positive trend. Okay. There's a trench there. Okay, let's see what's going on in the rest of the world. And if of any of our allies. Mongolia. Taiwan hasn't made any move yet to start landing on China itself. Vietnam. India. Huh. How's Iran doing? Okay, looks like they've lost a bit of... Looks like they lost some territory up here. But they're still able to gain more ground, little by little. Mostly through supplies. Turkey. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see. Actually, wait a minute. What territory loss have they... Oh, that portion of Armenia is under Russian control now. Belarus is not bankrupt yet. but eventually they might fall. Russia is of course not gonna collapse anytime soon, even if they're at a multi-front war. No progress into Finland yet, unless they collapse financially. And once again, this area is being traded every time between Italy and France. The Czech Republic have not yet taken Austria yet, even though they're bankrupt, at least for now. Slovakia, Hungary's growing again. Looks like Croatia managed to link up with the rest of their isolated units. And that's about it, I guess. Africa, what about this part of Africa? Nothing. Niger, they're all the way over here. Oh wait, is this Niger? Yes, it is. They're at war with Chad and Gideon. Alright. Chad is at war with... Wait, no, they're not at war with Cameroon. The Central Africa Republic's at war with Sudan. Actually, Sudan's under attack by two... Wait, Central Africa, Chad, Eritrea, surprisingly. And Tanzania, somehow. Somalia is under attack by Ethiopia. So I guess a new Ethiopian empire may be born. But that kind of remains in time. Oh dear. Okay, I gotta remind myself, never be too distracted looking at the world, otherwise something like this would happen. Even though I have a lot of garrisons, but the rest of the army is a bit scattered. Oops. Entrench. Okay, these technicals gotta get down here. And surround this Abrams, so that way the Union would have one less tank. Naval catapult systems, that's fine I guess, but really no need for carriers at the moment. Because, what else do we need? What else do we need? Nothing in science. Transportation. Nope. Medical society? Maybe not. Advanced communications, we'll get that. And just leave it alone. Okay, go back up there. Ooh boy, a lot of our areas are being isolated everywhere. Again. Okay, I think this Vonnegut better take out the artillery, except there's a Bradley right next to it as well. Probably not a good idea. Yep, not a good idea. So a lot of fighting going on. Our planes are damaged. Better just sacrifice them, I guess.
We need reinforcements.
Got another technical. Okay, there's really no way to retake all that. Better get over there. Don't know why they keep redeploying over here. Artillery. These guys are just gonna stay. Huh. Maybe it would have been best to avail a military facility over here and then have the rest of the units just slowly make an expansion towards probably around here, just hold out. Then head around if that's somehow lucky enough. But we're not. Okay, I don't know what these guys are doing. How many times has this place been lost? Too many times, from what I recall. Right. Full deployment of garrisons again. Anywhere else that doesn't have garrisons? Yeah, this is... Nah, it's all fine now.
We need reinforcements.
Just start bombing. Okay. Okay, let's see. Well, at least the Abrams are losing supplies fast. Actually, how much supplies do they have? Quite a lot actually, more than what we have. Still, we could just continuously produce more military goods. Rather focus it probably close to the capital. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll build purely military facility there. Metal ore. I'll fill that out. Timber and all that stuff will be another time. Okay, finally the reinforcements has arrived. Let's see. Well, these units better just get over there. But not everyone. Not everyone. Strength through numbers, I guess. Alright, we're wiping out these Abrams rather quickly. No. You guys are going over there. Are they fully garrisoned? Yes, they are. Link up. Not everyone, but I'll have some head towards here. As well as some technicals. Garrison is going to stay. Start removing all this. And there was a message about petrol reserves, but I don't care. Alright. Whoa. I don't know what happened there. Oh, we lost another Vodnik. Okay. We have several spies. Now they're doing nothing. I have to do a little recon. Somewhere. I think one over here will do. Then another close by. Actually, I think I'll keep one in Duncan and fully garrison that again. No, not him. This spy, on the other hand, perhaps at the fortress. And as for this other spy, where should I put him? Close by Altus. Oh boy. I only managed to regain some territory, but this is still going to be a rather bloody war. At the very least, we're producing more units as much as we could. But at this rate, we may need more land fabrications at this rate. But of course, I gotta pause and quickly find a good area. Probably stick to the capital or somewhere close by. Close by Austin, capital of Texas, formerly capital of Texas. So build a purely land fabrication over here as well. And stand by. Just stand by to build any Volniks and engineers and all that. But that's probably for another time. So I hope you enjoyed this. It is getting a little bit tense. Confusing going on. A lot of our units are isolated, but hopefully we might be able to retake some territory as well, gain some as well through sheer numbers. At least I hope so. But hope you enjoyed this, and hope to see you again in the next episode.